people. It is Tuesday Nights Live. Hello, if you're here with me live. If you're watching this as a replay, that's okay. Make sure you turn on the notifications and stick around so that you can be on live. Tonight we are talking about what are your first 3 steps when you decide that you want to get healthy or lose weight or have a healthy lifestyle or get off your, medications like high blood pressure medications and cholesterol medications and all of those things. Where the hell do you even start? And what should your first 3 steps be? And what should you not do? So really quickly, if you're new, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Renee Paulson, also known as the Sugar Detox Coach. I am a recovering sugar addict. I am a mom. I'm a mom of 2, a wife, and also a certified healthy living and nutrition coach. So, wow, that was a big long spiel. All right, let's dive in today because I want to give you the most information and value that I can in as short amount of time as possible, because thank you so much for spending time with me. The first 3 things that you should do when you decide you're going to or you want to lose weight or get healthy, and really those things kind of go hand in hand. Getting healthy really should be a huge focus and less on the scale, but let's be real, like we're women and we kind of always want to see the scale move. So the number one thing that I always stress to my clients, and this is literally the number one thing that has kept me in recovery and not binging on sugar, but also, able to have treats and control myself. And that is an accountability partner. I cannot stress to you enough how crucial having an accountability partner is. This is not your partner in crime. This is not your girlfriend where you go out and you guys eat cupcakes at that great new cupcake spot. This is your partner in time. This is the person that you don't mind spending a lot of time with, and also you can be real. Like, for real, like, should I be eating this or should I not? So you need to pick a huge, very, very good accountability partner. Now, I know that a lot of people struggle with this. Like, it's hard, especially if you have a spouse who's not on board, or you have family that is not on board, or they don't understand, and especially if a lot of people don't understand food or sugar addiction. It's kind of hard to get somebody to really be on board and know what you're going to be facing and what you're going to be going with. And if you cannot find a good accountability partner, then it might be time for you to look into a coach and someone who's going to give you the hard truth and really help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve, and look out for what's in best interest for you, and also teach you the tools that you need to have a long-term success instead of continuing to yo-yo on that diet cycle that we've all been on because we want to look amazing and feel amazing. So you lose the weight and then you gain it back, and it's a vicious cycle until you know what you're dealing with and you step out of that cycle and you get an accountability partner or an accountability coach. If you need help with accountability, please either leave a comment on here or you can message me and we can discuss how we can get you some good accountability partners and all of that. So just let me know, because that seriously is the number one thing that holds people back, that will keep you on that cycle of losing and gaining back more than you lost, and then being frustrated, and the whole cycle it goes around and around. So that is the biggest thing that I cannot stress enough. Number 2 is deciding what you're going to do and talking about it with your accountability partner. And I'm not just going like, oh, hey, Sally, I decided that I'm going to do keto. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hey, girlfriend, let's go get some cheese and meat. That's not the type of deciding that I'm talking about. I mean, you need to sit down. This is your partner in time, right? Your accountability partner. You need to sit down and have a serious conversation. And if you guys are each other's accountability partners, which oftentimes really happens, that my accountability partner is my husband. So that's an easy fill-in. So that's the person you spend time with. You sit down and you're like, listen, we need to talk about, I'm asking you to be my accountability partner. I want to talk about what we're going to do, how we're going to help each other. Are we going to work out together? How are we going to keep each other accountable? A lot of times people will say, yeah, you're my accountability partner. Okay, let's make an alliance. And then no other plan happens. Like, if you don't plan, you're going to fail, right? So make a plan with your accountability partner. Again, if you don't have an accountability partner, your coach that you invest in yourself to get a coach to find accountability, they will help you make a plan and figure out how you're going to stay accountable, whether that's sending pictures of all your food that you're eating, or all of those things, the support, the compassion that you need, the understanding, but also the talk you off the fucking cookie ledge, excuse my mouth, but it's gotta be someone who will be there. And like I said, that's gonna be your partner in time. And it's a super important conversation to have, because you need to make a plan. That way you step out of the cycle and you don't relapse, and you don't binge, or you don't have eating-induced eating, or you don't say, screw it, I've had a horrible day and I'm gonna go get a cupcake, or whatever it is. So choose your partner in time wisely. Very, very, very important that person is going to be there to really help you, and vice versa. If you are somebody's accountability partner, then you need to be the same way. Now, here's why, I forgot to mention this on number 1, accountability partners. Here's why it's so important and crucial, is because especially women find it easier, or they have more feelings of guilt to show up for somebody else. Like, I need to show up, for Barbara, because I need to show up, otherwise it's gonna be horrible, or whatever stories we make up in our head. But we find it easier to show up for someone else, or our friends, or our spouse, or something like that, than it is to show up for ourselves, which is kind of sad. And that's kind of a human psyche, but I think it's also what bands us together as women and tribe members, is that we will help our friends and our girlfriends and show up for each other. So again, that's your partner in time. I cannot stress that enough. And number 3, this one you probably might have a rough time with. Some people might not like it, but we're gonna keep it real, and that means you've got to get rid of the junk in your house. For reals. Now, I hear you that, let's say your pantry is jam-packed, right? And you've got kids. I'm a mom of 2. I totally get it. If whatever's in your pantry is something that is going to tempt you hardcore, like, let's get real. There's some kid snacks that are like, meh, but there's also some kid snacks that are like, I cannot have Oreos in the house still. I'm still working on healing that relationship, and I don't even want to think about it. So if there's junk in your house that you are going to be tempted hardcore, and your kids maybe aren't going to eat it over the next week or 2, right? Let's say week. Let's say you stockpiled. Then my biggest suggestion, and what I tell all my clients, and what I did, is I took a big box of whatever was sealed that I knew I couldn't have in the house, or that was not healthy, or that was processed foods, that, all of those things, and I put it in a box, and I went and donated the food that I could, and I trashed the rest that I couldn't. Simply because I needed to make a choice, and that's the same thing for you. And if your family gives you crap, I hear a lot of it, especially from moms, because your family's like, or your husband, your spouse, your significant other, your kids, that everybody's nagging. They want to eat like they've eaten. They want the Cheetos. They want the ice cream bars. They want all of those things, and I understand that. And it can be a transition, but also you've got to make it to where you have to make a choice to either put your health first, or put everybody else's wants first, and your health comes last, and you end up kicking yourself in the end, because you feel bad about yourself, you feel depressed, you feel lack of energy, anxiety, you don't feel like the best person or mom or spouse that you could ever be, even for yourself. So getting rid of the garbage is, if you're going to make this lifestyle change, then it's not coming back in the house. So the sooner that people can kind of get used to that, the better. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy by any means. I will tell you that my son especially, who was the junk food addict like me, I mean, threw a holy fit and was like, just tried to refuse to eat for the longest time. And I was just like, this is what we're doing. So whatever you think you're going to do. And he snuck food at school, and we went through the whole rigmarole. And it took, just consistency and consistency and consistency. Now, I also tell my kids they can have a treat once a week, just like we all have, and that's okay, or whatever. If they have like little birthday parties at school or things like that, that's okay. But that in general, like, the junk food is not coming back in the house. And the sooner that you realize that and just become one with that, your kids becoming one with that, like, that's my mom face, like, become one with the fact that that's not happening. Whether you like it or not, this is a momocracy, not a democracy. Thank you very much. So those are the top 3 things that absolutely will help you get started and get you on your health journey, your weight loss journey, and really help you stay focused on where you want to go. Some of them are easy. Most of them are difficult just because it's hard, especially nowadays, to sometimes get healthy and lose weight with all the junk around and everything revolving around food, and it's a big struggle. And so I really implore you that if you need help taking control of your health and feeling better and losing weight and having more energy and getting off high blood pressure medication and all of those things, that you really look at how you want to go about doing that and make a plan. Now, I did promise too that I was going to go over the top 3 things of what not to do when you're on your weight loss journey, or you're getting healthy journey, or whatever type of journey that you're on with that. Number 1 of what not to do is do not plan your treat day. I actually saw this the other day. This lady was like, I work so hard during the week, and then my treat day, I feel like I lose 2 pounds and then I gain 3 back. And I'm like, what do you mean by a treat day? And I remember what I wanted to do, and my accountability partner, aka Stevie P, when I told him that, okay, I'm like, okay, on like Saturdays we'll have a treat day. And he's like, what do you mean a treat day? And I'm like a day where I eat whatever I want. He's like, that's not happening. He goes, you can have a treat meal. I do not call it a cheat. I call it a treat because you work your butt off for it. And it's a treat meal. It is not a day to go no holds bar and shovel all the things that you want to in your mouth. That's not going to help you on your progress. It's not going to help you detox from sugar. It's not going to help you feel better. It's going to be a short-term, like, little reward that's for like long-term, like, man. And then afterwards, it's never as good as you think it's going to be, honestly. Like a treat day, like the end of the day, you feel like garbage because that's what you put in was garbage, and that's the truth, So if you want to have a treat, chill on the treat, but do it on intentional way as a treat meal. Have a meal, have a dessert, or pick one thing that you're gonna do. But if you are struggling with food and sugar addiction, I would highly recommend doing a 10-day sugar detox before you do any treats, because it will help you with your food and your sugar cravings. Hardcore, I cannot even tell you the difference between it's night and day. When you start a sugar detox on day 1 to day 10, it's bananas. So if you're struggling with that, definitely do a 10-day sugar detox before you even try and think about adding in any treat meals, for sure. But don't plan a treat day. That's gonna just blow all of your progress. It's like, man. So trust me on that. And then you just train yourself that you have one meal and you're okay and you're satisfied and you feel okay about that. All right, number 2 of your do not do's would be planning to start sometime like far in the future. I also saw this the other day of some lady who was like, I need an accountability partner, and I have decided that February of 2022, I'm gonna lose all this weight and get healthy. And I'm like, wow, that's like 6 months in the future. Like, holy schmoly. That's like, whoa. So if you are planning on starting to get healthy, or you're thinking about it, or you know you need to, I mean, we all know, like, if you need to get healthy and lose weight, you already know. Nobody has to tell you that. And nobody needs to approach you because you already know. So if you know and you've decided that, okay, I need to start my health journey, then like you need to start. That's it. Just start. Don't be like, yeah, well, in 2.5 weeks, Brian has a birthday party, and then Susie has this. Those are things, those are real life things that are gonna just pop up in general. And you have to figure out a way to work around them. I mean, people have they've been doing sugar detoxes while they're, going to their grandchild's birthday party. And it's just something that instead of just trying to plan it and like, oh, I need to do it three weeks from next Friday and blah, 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 or next Monday or next month or next year with your New Year's resolutions. A lot of people will do that. And I've certainly put it off. I've been in those shoes of like, yeah, next Monday, tomorrow. So instead of planning to do it sometime far in the future, just get started. You will thank yourself when you just get started instead of putting it off. I know you've heard the saying, the time will pass anyway, so I'm not going to bore you with another saying. And the last thing of do not do on your health journey would be, don't look for the quick fix. Do not look for the quick fix. There is no quick fix to fixing this. If you're trying to fix your health, if you're trying to fix your blood pressure, if you're trying to fix your weight, if you're trying to feel better, if you're trying to clear up your skin, don't look for the quick fix, because there really is none. Like, you have to put the good food in, and you've got to do the work, and you've got to heal your relationship with food and heal your relationship with yourself. And the biggest thing is, if you're really focused on weight and you want to lose a lot of weight quickly, if anybody tells you that you're going to lose weight super quickly, you're going to put it right back on. Everybody knows that generally happens. It's because it's not sustainable, and losing weight, there's no quick fix. The weight didn't go on overnight, and it's not going to come off overnight. You've got to do and put in the work to really heal yourself from the inside out. So those are your top 3 tips of what to do and what not to do. I really appreciate you watching this video and taking the time. If you liked it, give it a like, comment below, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are, what tip helped you the most, or what you thought was the most interesting. Wow. And if you like this live and you want more information, I'm actually going to be doing a Facebook Live in my private Facebook group that I'm going to link in the comments. It's Warrior Women for Weight Loss and Health. And I'm going to be doing a private Facebook Live. I do them every Thursday. I'm going to be starting every Thursday. This Thursday, we are talking about mindset and how to do a major mindset shift that's going to help you on your weight loss journey and your health journey. And really, it's a big one. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be amazing. And I hope to see you there Thursday. If you're not a member of that group, it is a women's only group. But if you're not a member of that group, I'm going to link it in the comments on this video. And I hope go over there, join the group, and we can't wait to see you there. I hope you have an excellent night, and let me know your thoughts. Bye.